Hello, it is I, Lucy, and I'm going to do our magic sessions, my little magic sessions, your little magic sessions for Valentine's Day. Going well so far, actually. I just had an argument with my loved one, who I love dearly, but we still have arguments sometimes. I sometimes think one of the things about love is that you have ways of dealing with conflict, don't you? So we're fine. Anyway, and then one of the dogs has chewed a hole in my pink tablecloth at one end as well, which you can't see, and I'm not going to show you. But so we're going really well, actually. Yeah, I think my hair's sticking out as well. So not doing too good here, am I really? So anyway, but still. Anyway, so Valentine's Day magic. Indigo, go and lie down, will you? It's another one of the dogs suddenly decided to get up and mooch about. Go and lay down. Go, off you go. That's a good girl. So, going well so far. I got 3 dogs, 3 border collies, and they're as good as gold, apart when they're chewing holes in my tablecloth or mooching about the room when I've got everything set up for my video. Right, so I'm going to do 3 magic sessions with you. They're just short ones. They're all white magic as well. We're not doing any black magic. Black magic would be trying to attract someone, a specific person, into your life, someone that with whom you're not already in a relationship, and they may not actually be the right person for you, and you may not be the right person for them, and so you're attracting them in against their will, not necessarily for good things, and that is not the sort of thing we're going to do. That's black magic. It's wrong. Okay. We're going to look at these love magics in 3 different ways. One will be just to help you to love yourself more, because most of us do not love ourselves enough, and it's a bit as they, it's kind of, if you don't love yourself, then how can other people love you as well? So, and I'm sure that you are all of you people looking in here are absolutely beautiful people. You're lovable. You're divine spirits inside there, and you're lovely people. So one of the magics will be just looking at ways to love yourself more, and that in itself will help to attract greater love into your life. The other one will be if you're already with someone, and that will just be about helping to cement the love in your relationship, helping that love to grow, to blossom, to get even better than it already is. And it works. It doesn't matter whether you're looking, whether you've got a male or a female partner, whether you're male or female. It still works just the same sort of way. And that, okay? So that's the other one we should be doing. And then the third one will be if you don't already have someone in your life, and we should be looking at attracting someone suitable into your life and someone for whom you're suitable as well. So we shan't be focusing on any single person or anything like that. We'll just be projecting our kind of doing a secret type thing, sort of projecting your wish to find true love out there into the universe, and waiting for the universe to bring the right person back to you. Alright, so again, all nice white magic. They're not terribly complicated, these little things we're going to do. There are 3 different magic rituals we're going to do. You can do all 3 of them, or you can just do one that takes your fancy. One of them is going to be a card magic, one of them is going to be a candle magic, and one of them is going to be an earth magic with plants. Okay, so you'll be able to take a choice of whichever one of those you want to do. Now, obviously there's some preparation that's got to be done first, and you need some things ready to hand before you can actually do these magics. Right, so I'm sorry about that, but what you're probably going to do, I'm going to just talk through now the things that you're going to need for each of those, and then you're probably going to have to stop the video at that point, remember what point you got to, and then come back when you've got together the things that you want, and we can go through the actual creating the magics then. Okay, right? So the first one is first thing is setting the place for your working. Alright, yeah, because it's important to have a nice place to work, to do this. I think one of the most important things you can do with this is to put yourself in the right frame of mind to start off with. You are the person the magic is going to come from, so you've got to feel right about things and that. I would always suggest that maybe you have a nice bath or a shower before you even start the whole thing, okay? And then you put on something that feels nice and good and even romantic to you. I mean, I'm wearing pink, okay? You know, usually I wear blue, being Bluewolfpsychic, but for love magics, I'm wearing like that pink stuff, okay? So I think that's one thing. I've got my pink cloth on the table, right? Nice with a hole, chewed in one end. I've sprinkled a few rose petals around. I don't know if you can, I don't know whether you can see that actually. Oh look, I'll bring them down this end, then you can see them better. I've got some little pink candles. Okay. Now, I just make the point, everything doesn't have to be pink. It's just for me, you know, pink is the colour of love. And so, you know, that's what I like to use quite a lot of it. But if you prefer a different colour, that's absolutely fine as well. You know, the magic is not in the candles. It's not even really in the colour. It's in you and how you feel, how you project yourself into the things that we're going to be using. All right. The candles are just, these candles are just little tea lights I've got. They happen to be pink, which is nice, but you can use any. And they're just there to lend a little ambience to things and that as well, okay? I've got some pink, I've even got pink hand cream here as well, so I'm going to rub a bit of that. My hands are a bit dry at the moment. So I'm going to rub a little bit of that on. That's it's not magic hand cream, by the way, okay? It's just a bit of Vaseline hand cream, I think it is, or something like that. Oh, is that an advert? So I'm rubbing a little bit of that into my hands, all right? We'll put that away to one side now. It's good, have some music on in the background. Now if I had the option for this, what I would be playing something like The Righteous Brothers Unchained Melody, or Love Me Like You Do in the background, because they're kind of our songs, you know. You've got your song, haven't you, but obviously that would breach copyright if I did that on the video, so I've not got them on. But you'll hear some nice music in the background anyway, but that's freely available. You can also have some a scented candle burning, or some aromatherapy oils burning, if that suits you, okay? Whatever sort of lighting you want as well, okay? I'm going to have quite strong lighting on because of the video, but you can have it a bit darker if you want to. Just work by candlelight if you want, or work by moonlight if you want. That's very witchy, isn't it? You know, you won't be able to see much of what you're doing, I think, if you do that. Let me see, have a drink handy, all right? And now, again, make it something that, you know, have something that you like there. Have something that's meaningful to you as well. Now, because I'm in a relationship and I happen to love it to bits, you know, kind of thing, even though we've just had a bit of an argument, it's obviously a stupid thing, you know, so as most things are. I've got this beautiful cup that she bought me. You can have wine or something if you want, in a nice wine glass. You can have even a glass of beer if you want. It doesn't really matter, okay? But she bought me this beautiful cup for my birthday, and so because it's got so full of meaning and love for me, I've got a good nice cup of tea in there. Right, so that's just over there. I don't usually wear jewellery. Don't fall over. I don't usually wear jewellery when I'm doing my readings or anything like that. But again, because it's a love thing and I'm working with increasing the love between me and my partner, not that you could improve it much more, because I absolutely adore her anyway, and she's absolutely fantastic. Sure, Lucy. I've got my engagement ring on as well. Okay, so but that's just, again, because that's meaningful for me. Okay, you do what's meaningful for you. And I've got some roses here as well, because I love roses, you know. Again, they're pink, they're the colour of love, at least to me, all right? And I've scattered some rose petals around my place of working. So I think that's about it on your place of working. That's how to prepare things. That's how I mean, if you can't do all that, then just do it on the kitchen table, you know. But, you know, that's the more you can put of yourself into it and what makes you feel good, the better it is, I think, really. That's all. Right, now the card working, okay, we'll look at the card working next. Right, now obviously the first thing is you want some card, and I've got some stuff here, lots of, again, you see a bit of the pink theme still going on here, okay, but some of this card is different colours, and you can use different colours again. What colour is good for you, you know, but get some nice card. This is just from one of the local stores, you know, so I think it cost me about £1, I think, actually. So that's what we shall use for the card magic. You want some pens, coloured pens. I've just got these. They all change colours and that. Okay, so I've got those to work with and that as well. Okay. Because I'm not much good at drawing, I mean, you can, obviously we will be doing some drawing and some writing on the cards, and that. You might want a ruler. I haven't got one here because I can't find it at the moment, but a ruler can be handy, sort of thing. And then I've got some stickers. I've got some stickers. I've got some little stickers. I've got some little love stickers. I've got some other stickers I just happened to pull out. Now, little mermaids and stars and crabs and things. So I'm not sure how appropriate they will be and whether we shall use those, but I've got some of those there as well. So some nice stickers. They're just easy to put on. They make things pretty. Oh, I've not got my glitter. Some glitter and glue. That's nice, I think, as well. You can sprinkle that all over when you've done the rest of it. It's just a bit of craft work, isn't it, really? But it's got some added extras in here as well. I picked up these as well. Some nice little heart-shaped bits of sticky paper. They're just post-it notes, really, aren't they? You know. But I thought I might stick one or two of those on there as well if I want to. That'll be nice. And that's most of it, I think, actually. The other thing, a nice envelope to put it in when you've done it. Oh, you can have a photograph as well if you want. You can put again. I've not got one here at the moment, but yeah, photograph of you and your loved one. Okay, or yeah, that sort of thing. Okay, that you just it's an optional extra. You can stick it on the card if you want to. All right, but a nice picture of the two of you. Sort of, all lovey-dovey and hugging up together. That's probably quite nice. Okay. Or a nice picture of you somewhere that makes you happy in that, if we're just working more just on love for yourself. Okay. And then a nice envelope to put it in. I've got, as you will notice, I've got a couple of pink envelopes. I've also got a blue envelope. All right, that's all okay. So that's really about it, I think, for what you want for your card. If you think of other things that you might like to put in there as well, that's all right. Okay, so we'll talk about it some more as we actually go along and do it as well. Okay, so that's the card one. Oh, right. Ugh. And now the candle magic. All right, so we've got loads of stuff for that here. Okay. Now the first and most important thing for the candle magic is a candle. Now I've got some of these here, magic spell candles. Okay, they're very small. I haven't opened them yet either. Very small, very nice. As you'll notice, pink. I think there's about a dozen in there actually, so it's quite good value. It cost me about $3.50, I think. So that's a little magic spell candle. It won't burn for very long, of course, but maybe an hour. And obviously it's not going to fit in the usual sort of, can't get back in there. Well, not going to fit in the usual sort of, I'll pop them over there, in the usual sort of candlestick, but they're nice to work with. You can use just an ordinary candle if you want, okay. If I'd got a pink one, that would be nice, but I must have used all the pink ones. I've got red ones, I've got green ones, I've got blue ones, I've got silver, I've got gold, I've got white, God knows what else. But I haven't got any more pink ones of this sort of light. But it doesn't really matter, you can use one of these absolutely fine as well, okay. But a candle, right. The other thing you're going to want some oil, right. I've got here some fragrance-free base oil. That's one of the things that you want. You can use different ones, almond oil, any sort of massage oil, olive oil from the kitchen. Okay, use chip oil if you want. Okay, but that's up to you. But it will have a bit of a strong aroma, I think. Actually, that's probably not a good idea, really. So I've got our oils and that as well. There, okay. You want some aromatherapy oil as well. All right. Now I've got a selection here. The ideal one, really, it's a bit expensive though, is rose oil, okay? Rose aromatherapy oil. It is a bit expensive, can be a bit expensive though, so you have to look around a little bit for it. I've had this one for ages, used it every now and then. So rose oil is ideal, but there's lots of others that work absolutely fine as well. Ylang ylang, that's a good one, a good oil for love and that as well. Lavender. General purpose one, isn't it? You know, it's nice, okay, so that one will work as well quite nicely. Jasmine too, that's quite a romantic one too, okay. You want the aura of romance about all this, okay. So any one of those, or something different as well, doesn't matter, something that you like, it's fine, okay. You want a mixing bowl because you're going to mix the aromatherapy oil with the base oil, and then you know you'll be using that. And I suggest, oh, if I can reach it, oh dear, my shoulders. You know, look, that's delicate and romantic, isn't it? Okay, some kitchen roll or something similar in case you spill anything. All right, it's probably a good idea if you've got a really valuable tablecloth, which I no longer have because it's got a hole shooting, to have something to work on while you're working with the oil and the wax and that, just in case you spill anything. But this is just to help you clean things up and that. And then, of course, at some point you're going to want a candlestick to stick your candle in, okay? Which we're fine for that one, all right. Whoops, hang on, can't get it out again. It's not going to be so good for that one, but we'll work something out with that, shall we? Okay. So that's pretty well it for the candle magic. All right. So pop those back in there and put them out of the way for now. That's good. Another quick slurp of tea. It's a lovely cup. That's got flowers and butterflies. I love butterflies particularly. Butterflies and dragonflies. Oh, I've got me both. But I want that here. Right, and now the plant magic. Okay. Right, so we've got again choice of things with that. I'm going to pinch my saucer for it because I just need it for this bit. So my pretty saucer with roses on. So I'll put that there. Right, now I've got a choice here. A plant. Okay, would be handy, wouldn't it, with plant magic? I think I'm not sure whether they're crocuses or hyacinths, though. It didn't say actually. Again, just got in the local store. You'll notice the colour of the container there, won't you? All right, so that's nice. Let me see. And with that, basically, you just want a bowl with some water in it, and that's about it. Okay, yeah, it's pretty straightforward for that one, isn't it? Yeah. All right. And you could also, for plant magic, if you like, just take one of your roses or another flower that has meaning to you, with a little bowl of water, and that'll work as well. The thing with these, of course, the plants, the pot plants, they will grow and blossom, all right, and that's good for the magic as well. And it's particularly good for things. I'll talk about the phase of the moon in a minute, all right? But so that's nice, okay? This rose, of course, gradually it will fade and it'll dry. But that's all right as well. I mean, I've had dried roses on my bookcases for yonks at times and that. And, you know, once they're dried, they just stay there. The petals tend to stay on and it's absolutely fine, okay? So it works nicely, that, you know. So, all right, so that's another one to do there. And I was just going to say about at the moment, the phase of the moon, we're on a waxing moon at the moment. If you're a witch or you know anything about these things, then the waxing moon, as it grows from new moon towards full, that's the time for doing positive magics to attract things, and that's what we're wanting to do. The waning moon, after full moon, back down to new moon, that's the time for doing magics that help to get rid of things, all right? Yeah, so, but we won't talk about that at the moment, will we? All right, so yeah, so that's about it, I think. Right, so I think we've reached the point of the video now where you need to stop, take note of what point you've got up to, and then go away and gather the necessaries. I'll try and put some slides up in a minute to just remind you what the different things are that you need to get. But you know, hopefully you can remember anyway. But I'll put some slides up. You just take pause the video and take some notes of the things you need to get, and then come back once you're ready, and we'll go through actually making the magic. Okay. Bye for now. Have another drink of tea. Oh, it's me again. I forgot something. Right, while I was having my drink of tea, I just remembered as I was sort of getting things sorted out here. You need your little magic love chant as well, alright, yeah? While you're making your magic, you have to have a little magic chant, okay? It can be something, you know the old one about roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. It's something like, just something like that. It doesn't have to be brilliant poetry or anything like that, okay? It's just something about, you know, the sort of love that you want to attract into your life. It's something about the way in which you feel love for yourself and for other people. It's pretty straight. It's something where you're going to need to sit down for a little while with a pen and paper or with your laptop or something like that, and just try jotting some things down that come to mind. It doesn't have to rhyme, it doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be anything fantastic or anything. It's just something that you feel is okay. Well, I'll put some examples up as well shortly on cards, so you can have a look at some. If you choose to use one of those, that's absolutely fine, as long as it resonates with you. But if you want to come up with something of your own, that's okay as well. All right, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, it's just something which enables you to put your energy into the card or the candle or the plant that we're working with, and help to put the energy of love and the desire for more love into that particular thing, so that it can help to attract those things into your life. All right. As I say, I'll put some examples up on cards in a few minutes. Okay. Okay. Let's try again. Bye. Right, hello again. We're recording again now, and I'm here with my friend, and we're going to look first of all at doing our magic card. We've got a glass of Bailey's each. I said have something that cheers you up a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, want to be right with that sort of thing. We've got our chocolates as well. Okay, so that's all good. Got a couple of little flowers here. A rose because it's for love, and a daffodil because it's spring. And I've just seen some in the shops when we were out, so I bought some daffodils for us as well. Okay, so that's just nice. Got candles out. Not lit the candles because obviously we're messing about with paper and glue and things like that, so it doesn't seem a very good idea to have lighted candles on the table at the moment, but we've tried to set the atmosphere as nicely as we can. Okay, right, so we've got the card already. Now we've got here's one I prepared earlier. Hang on, I'm going to, hang on. Right, so that's our piece of pink card cut to size. Okay, I've trimmed it to size. I did that beforehand because I'm not actually very good at craft work, so I thought better make sure I've trimmed it to size so that it will fit inside our pink envelope afterwards. Okay, and now we're going to start doing our magical work, decorating it. You've got the verse, haven't you, for this, love? Yeah. We're going to do that one because this is intended for our love sort of thing that we've got. So this first one, I said we'll be doing 3. This one is going to be for the person that you've got around, for those of you that have got in a relationship with someone and you've got somebody with you. So which way was that nice one, wasn't it?
My love is like a rose divided into 2. The leaves I give to others, but the rose I'll give to you.
That's the one, I think, yes. Okay, so you've seen the other stuff put online, so it's something along those lines. So that's the one we're going to use in this card. Okay, and as I said, we've got the card here. I think we've sort of decided at the moment we're going to have these, we're going to put these stars on there, aren't we? We've not stuck them on yet, have we? So we've got our I can't say it's, I can't call it, so we've got our glue stick here, haven't we? And you're going to do this for me, aren't you, actually, because you're good at this. My friend used to be a primary school teacher, and so she's really good at craft work. I'm hopeless at it, so I get people to help me with it, you see. So that's it, I delegate. So this is good. So this is how we're doing it. And there's lovely stars going on there nicely. Obviously, as I say, you use whatever you want, you know, to put on yours. It's just to make it pretty, and while you're doing it, you're sort of thinking thoughts of love. Both our partners are next door at the moment, working on some projects of theirs. Oh no, I didn't want to stick that. What is it? That's it. So we've got some time to ourselves here while we're doing this, and everything is doing. And then what did we decide we're going to put on? We've got our stickers. Oh, let's just show. We've got our sticker sheet here. Okay, so we're going to use some. I think we're going to use the lips, weren't we, for one thing on here, and something or other else. I can't remember. To tell the truth. I just have a slurp. I've got my cup of tea here as well. Okay, I'm alternating tea and Baileys.
I don't know how these work.
Oh no, they're transfers, aren't they, those? We've got to rub them on.
Oh.
It says, there's the little, oh, hang on. What's it say? Cut out. Where's my scissors gone? Which one are we using?
I was going to use the lips.
Lips,
I thought
right.
that's...
Okay, let's put the lips on there then, okay. So we've got to snip the lips out.
We'll send it with a big kiss, you see.
Oh yes, that's a good idea. Oh, we give them both big kisses all the time, don't we? We'll be doing some more afterwards. If you're trying to attract love to you, or if it tells you on there what you're supposed to do with it as well. I'm not quite sure. I think you probably put it that way up. Wherever it wants to go. Yes, and then
remove the protective backing.
Oh, have you got to take that off? Oh, I'd be hopeless doing that. Oh, if you see my nails, just ignore them. We started doing a gel nails course, and I had gel on my nails. First time I've ever had it on, and last week we had to take it off. And it's totally ruined my nails. I think I must be allergic to the stuff that they use to take it off with. And my fingers are falling to pieces, and my nails are in a real messy state at the moment. So next week I'm going to see Stacey, the lady who usually does my nails, because usually I have acrylics on and they're absolutely fine. But just this week, I had them all bandaged up a couple of days ago because I had such a bad reaction to things, bandaged up with Germany and all. But so hopefully next week, when I've been to see Stacey, I shall be back to having some decent nails again. So as I say, for now, just ignore them. Right, so here's the kissy lips going on now, with a bit of luck, okay. Still thinking of our love as well, okay. As I say, normally, and I hope you have some romantic music playing in the background, but of course I can't do that because YouTube will do me for copyright, unless I pay about £1 million to be able to play Unchained Melody or Love Me Like You Do in the background. And, it's not really going to happen, is it? This is where you sort of hope it's going to work, isn't it? You hope it's actually going to stick on. Look at that!
Voila!
Yeah, can you see that? It's stuck on beautifully. Has no look. We've got can we see our kissy, our little kiss there? That's right. Yeah, you can't see it, can you? Just about. Right, what did we say we were going to put on next? I can't remember now, actually.
We're going to.
I wanted to put some mermaids. Oh, I wanted to put some mermaids on as well, didn't I?
Yes.
Were we going to put a heart on the front? I don't think we
put a heart
were.
on the front, or shall we put it inside the box?
I think it probably will be better inside one. We're going to sort of write our verse on it as well, aren't we? So we've got our block of heart-shaped post-it notes here. So we're going to... Now it's sticky at the top, but it's going to want some more stuff. I shall actually do something nice. We're going to do something. Yes.
Or just suck on a chocolate.
That's the way to do it. Loads of, oops, that's not very good, is it? That's it. Right, I think that should be okay. Why do we want it the right way up? I'll pop it in there.
No, it's upside down.
It's upside down. Oh, right, yes, obviously you've done it. Right, yes, okay, so put it on there. Is that alright? Yep. Right, that should be cheated. So let's stick that down. That's about as good as I get.
We've got to start.
Craft work, isn't it? Yes, that's...
Better start there.
Oh, right, okay. Right, so let's...
and then we can write our chosen verse on there.
That's it, which was, I think, that little verse that you've got there, wasn't it, eh? So while you're doing that, I shall have another chocolate as well. So chocolate going in, chocolate up. And I mean, you just do it as you want. I mean, it doesn't have to be, it's not rocket science, as they say in that, you know. The thing is that you're doing it with meaning in your heart and that, okay, about, you know, showing your love for somebody else. I don't know whether you can hear me chomping away on chocolate in the background. I hope not. Have another drink of tea.
And we'll put a little kiss at the bottom.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
So there we are.
That's good. Yeah, there you go. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we see it there now, can't we? Okay. My heart is like a rose divided into two. The leaves I give to others, but the rose I give to you. That's good. Shall we put some sparkle on there as well, do you think? What do you think? We've got sparkle, we've got stars, we've got all kinds of coloured sparkle here. So, I don't know, I think either some gold or some red would be nice, or maybe a combination of both. I don't know, really. What do you fancy? The red one?
I'm going to have a little bit of red.
Right, okay.
Because red is for love.
Right. Yeah, don't overdo it. It costs money, that stuff, you know.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, look at this. You can tell who's not paying for it. Dear. I bet you weren't as generous as that with it when you were teaching.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice. And so, right, oh, are you going to put some more red on the, oh, gold on the other side, is it going to be? Right, okay.
Gold?
Yes, I think gold will be nice on there myself. I think that'll be lovely.
Oh, well, if I'd have thought about it, look, it's got a shaker in the top that you've not opened.
Oh, right, yeah, you see, I don't know. Right,
I'll just try and be gentle.
Okie dokie. If we were at school, you'd have been saying, Lucy, you've got to be more careful with that. You know, this stuff does cost money.
Yeah, probably.
That's it.
You said I've had a little tray so I could have collected it.
Oh yes, that's right as well, yeah. Still, it won't matter too much because afterwards we're going to do our candle magic and our plant magic on here, so it doesn't matter. We've got some sparkle and we've strewn some stars around as well, you know, sort of thing. So it all just looks pretty. You might as well. I mean, actually, some of you probably enjoy craft work. I mean, let's say it's not something I do a great deal of, but if you enjoy doing craft work, it's nice to make things look pretty, isn't it? Yeah, really nice.
I'll mix it up on this side.
Mm-hmm. I think that's lovely. That's good. All right, so if we have a little look there again. Okay, so we're brightening it up a little bit, aren't we? Okay. Right. Okay. I wonder if we couldn't put some stars on there as well. What do you think? Some little stars on there as well, do you think? Or is that too much?
You can put a couple of stars on there.
Yeah, come on then. Well, come on. We've got loads of them. Okay. That's it. So here, take your pick. Stick some stars on. And I'm determined to get some mermaids on. I think perhaps I might put. Oh, I think might get the mermaids in there. Still want something more on the front as well. I think maybe we've got some butterflies here, haven't we? As well. Put some of those on there. Or whether we've got.
If we'd have had little moons, we could have had little moons as well.
That would have been nice too, wouldn't it?
I'm sure a lot of people are better than I am.
Oh, I think, well, Rich, you know, that's it. It's not about sort of perfection. It's about putting a bit of your heart and that in there as well. That's pretty, I think, actually. That's nice. Right, so now we've got, I think we want a bit more on the front there as well. I don't,
See, glitter won't stick on the front.
No. I wonder if one of the
Wait,
butterflies will stick on the front.
Hang on. Let me just,
We might.
let me just try.
You ought to try it, okay. Yeah. Come on, have a go. Oh yes, that would be pretty if it works. So we're going to have. Oh right, look at this way. It's not.
there.
Has that gone on?
Yes.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliante, as we say. Oh, no, that's nice. That's made things a lot better, I think. I think that's improved it quite a lot, actually. Okay, now I'm thinking on the... Oh, that's right. So let's just have a look for the... So, I don't know whether you can see it clearly on there, but we've got some glitter now stuck on there as well. And nice use of the glitter that was sprinkled around the table. Yes, that's right. Now, I think I want to put something on... Oh, look, we've got some of that's just stuck on there as well, which has made it quite nice. Now, I want to put a couple of mermaids on there, and I was thinking about a butterfly between them, perhaps, just inside there. I don't know.
Is less going to be more, or is more going to be less? You want to go over the top, don't you?
Oh, definitely. I'm very OTT me. Yes, that's right.
How about a nice...
We could just put a butterfly in there. How about a butterfly in the centre?
Or a mermaid in the middle?
Well, we can't have one mermaid. It's got to be two because, of course, it's for love, isn't it? You
Well,
know,
of course, yes.
So one on its own is not for love. Okay. Oh, butterflies before fell off.
Yes, but that's the one that came to pieces.
Oh, right. Okay. So what do you think? Two mermaids? Oh, two mermaids. Come on. Okay, we're going to be mermaids. And that's going to be me. Right. So let's see if we can get me off there. Because that's the one that's nearest to my card. No, it's either that one or that one, isn't it? Which is nearest to my coloration? I think that one's right. Okay, so that's me. And I like being in the water as well. I could almost be a mermaid because swimming was always one of my favourite sports. So right, so we're going to put that one.
Upside down.
Oh, right, that's what I keep forgetting. And then this one, this one can be Stephanie, right, okay, so we'll stick that and get this one off as well, because that's more her colouring as well, so that's good.
And our glitter then could be sea cake.
Oh, it could, couldn't it? All right, now I want to be over here, don't we? All right, the only trouble, she's swimming away from me now.
That's all right.
But anyway, all right, we'll put her up there. Is that all right there, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, put her there. Okay. Doing her usual thing, being fascinated with other things and that as well. Anyway. I just wonder actually, come on, let's put this heart in there as well. Come on, because I think you've got to have a heart in there to show the love and that as well. So come on, I'm going to put that in there. Getting a disapproving look here, you know, less is more. But I'm an OTT sort of girl. So, now you're going to have to peel that off for me. Because as I say, with my ruined nails, I can't do anything at all at the moment. A little rubbing stick there somewhere as well. I didn't realise there were little transfers when I got them actually. I thought they were stickers, but they work quite nicely, don't
This
they?
is heart-shaped.
Oh yes, that's good I think actually, yes. The old Buddhist saying, there is no way to peace and happiness. Peace and happiness is the way. You've got to have it in your heart. And it attracts more of it to you. That's the theory of it anyway. Yay! So there we go, that's brilliant, isn't it? Okay, so now, as you can see inside there, we're taking shape, aren't we there? That's quite nice, I think. You're getting a bit of glitter on you as well, aren't we there? Now, I think the only other thing, I would just like to put something on the back there. I still haven't been able to get one of my butterflies on, so I fancy having one of these butterflies right in the middle at the back there. I think we could do that, yeah? No, I'm getting the head shake. Oh, I can't have a butterfly on there. Well, that's all right as well, because so long as... What, do you think that's all right as it is then? On the back. All right, okay.
My little stars decided to fly off.
Yeah, yes. You've got a shooting star that's shot off somewhere. Oh dear, that's better. Okie dokie. Right, so it looks as if we are now... Are you content with that now then, do you think? Yeah, okay. So it looks as if we're now okie dokie, all right, yeah, that's it. You see that? That's our front, that's our middle part, with our little verse inside and that as well. Okay. And now what we should do, of course, as well, we should hold our card. We've already read the verse once and we've written it on there, but we should chant it 3 times. You can now chant it 3 times or you can chant it 9 times. Both are magic numbers. For the sake of the video, I think we'll just chant it 3 times, shall we? Okay, so, and this is all part of the energizing of the card, to send the energies out into the world, and in this case, to sort of work between you and your loved one, because that's what we're working for here, isn't it? So, ready? On 1, 2, 3.
My love is like a rose, divided into 2. The leaves I give to others, but the rose I give to you.
2, 3.
My love is like a rose, divided into 2. The leaves I give to others, but the rose I give to you.
2, 3.
My love is like a rose, divided into 2. The leaves I give to others, but the rose I give to you.
And I think we should seal that with a kiss as well. Well, there we go. All right. And that's our little card magic. Now, what we can now do, of course, as I said in the introduction, you can put everything that you want on it. You don't have to do it just like that. You put a photograph in there of the two of you sort of embracing and that, or a photograph. Don't put, because it's looking at love, things want to be in pairs where possible and that, okay? So if you decided to do the card to attract love in and that sort of thing, then you'd probably want to put, if you put a photograph of you in there, you'd want to make sure you've got other things in there as well to sort of attract them. But you mustn't put pictures of other people in there, because that could be sort of considered the sort of black magic thing. You're trying to attract a particular person. It's about attracting love in general into your life, the right person coming into your life, as I said in the introduction. So you could certainly do that as well, and all kinds of things on there. Whatever feels right to you is the thing to do with it. Okay. So anyway, we've got our card done now. We're going to pop it into its nice pink envelope. I've got a blue envelope as well. It's all right. You can use what colour is right for you. Because I say I've got a thing about pink. You see, sort of. So that's it. We'll pop it in there, and that keeps it nice and safe. Okay, I'm not going to seal it up because we might want to take it out again. Now, you don't have to give that to anybody because it's not actually a Valentine's card as such. You can do. You can give it to your partner with your love. That's absolutely fine as well. But also, in fact, I suppose, to be honest, that's probably a good thing to do with this particular one. But you could also choose, if you're doing it just to attract love into your life, or if you're doing it to increase the actual love that you've got for yourself in your life, then you would leave it in the envelope, perhaps put it under your pillow or somewhere like that, or by the bed. Maybe take it out to look at in the morning and in the evening before you go back to sleep again. But just keep it close to your heart, sort of thing. And its energies will kind of work a bit like a talisman, a magical talisman or amulet. That's, in some ways, that's what we've just created, a sort of simple little form of that. Okay, so right, hope you've enjoyed that. I'm going to leave this part now, and then in a few minutes we'll come back and we'll be looking at the candle next. Okay, all right, so right, bye for now. Right, hello. Right, so now we're on to our candle magic session. Okay, just before we do that, I forgot to mention when we did our card actually. If you don't want to, or if you're not the sort of person who's really good at doing craft work and that, or you don't want to, you just want to do something quick and easy, how about one of these? Just buy yourself a Valentine's card. This is one I picked up at a local store whose name begins with T, but mustn't mention it, must I? Sort of thing. Okay, you can there's a reason why they make Valentine's cards. Alright, they're not magic, but you can personalise that one. You could still add some bits and bobs onto it if you want. Write your verse, your own verse, that your own sort of magic verse inside there, and that as well. And then do the same sort of thing as with the one that we made earlier on, and that. Pop it in its envelope. Either keep it for yourself if it's to strengthen your own love within yourself, or give it to your beloved if it's intended to strengthen the love between the two of you. So you can do that as well. That's just a nice simple little way of doing it if you prefer. All right, there's lots of ways of doing these things. Anyway, so I'll pop that to one side now. Okay, so we're going to do our candle magic. As you can probably see, we've lit our candles now. Okay, so we're hoping we won't set fire to ourselves in the process of this one, because we've got some oil about. I don't think it's flammable. Obviously, if you are working with lighted candles around, do be careful, always be sensible, okay? Those little fire sprites can get up to strange things sometimes, so just be careful with yourself there as well, okay? Right, so now we've got some magic spell candles here, all right? They're just very small candles. They're burned for about an hour when you actually light them, all right? Obviously, the problem is they won't. I'm going to get one out. Oh dear. They don't really fit in a normal candle holder. Okay, so you're going to have to come up with a way of doing that. Probably just stick them into something and they'll be all right. Okay. And the little candle stuff still doesn't work, does it? But anyway, so we've got some little pink magic spell candles, all right, so they're quite nice to use. I think that costs us a pack of about a dozen there. Cost me about £3, I think, off one of the websites. And that begins with A. And then, of course, I've got some of these as well. These just normal sort of dinner taper candles and that. Well, not really a taper, is it? But it's a dinner type candle. It's not pink, this one. You can get them in pink, all right, yes. But you could use that as well if you happen to have, if these, what you've got around and that, and you want to use one of those, that will work as well. Yes. Sorry?
Would a little birthday candle work?
You could use a little, yes, a good point. You could even use a little birthday cake candle if you wanted to, all right, yeah. It's obviously the burning time when you light it is not going to be very long, but that's okay as well, okay. Maybe if you're doing birthday cake candles, maybe you better do a dozen of them. Okay.
Just something you might have in the house.
That's it, yes, absolutely. So anyway, I'll pop that one back over there for now. Alright, so we've got our candles, right? Now, we've got our verse as well. This particular one, we're going to dedicate this candle for somebody who's not got a partner with them and is wanting to call a partner into them, alright? So we've got a little verse here, and it's the one we're going to use. It's, I bless this work of mine to help me find true love, to call my perfect love to me, together in joy to be. I think actually you'll find that one on one of the cards that I put up as well. So yeah, I say use that one if you want, or use your own if you want it, that's fine. And we've got some base oil here, aromatherapy oil. There's nothing in this one, it's just a plain base oil, this one. As I've said, you can use whatever you want. You know, almond oil is good, olive oil will work, okay. Use chip oil if you want, but that might give a certain added sort of fragrance. All right, so a little bit of that in there, in our mixing bowl, all right. We're just doing this on the tablecloth because we're going to be very, very careful with how we do this, all right? But you might want to put something down, you know, so just in case you spill oil on the cloth and that. You could use a tray or something or other if you wanted to. And I think we decided we're going to use the ylang-ylang, didn't we? Yes, okay, so we're going to put, now, remember magic numbers. Now for a love spell, 2 drops is absolutely fine because 2 is 2 people. 3, I'm putting 3 in because 3 is a nice magic number as well, okay? The magic numbers 3, 7, and 9, and 11, okay? All magic numbers. You don't want too many drops of this stuff in there. There's only a tiny drop of oil, and it will make it enormously aromatic if you put too much in, okay? So 2 or 3 drops, that's absolutely plenty. And you only want a little bit of oil because it's just, what we're going to do is to anoint the candle with the aromatherapy oil while we chant our magic charm as well, okay? Right, and while you're doing that one over there, my love, I'm going to try this enormous great candle over here as well, okay? Now remember, my fingers are all split and that, remember, from having my gel taken off and having that bad reaction to them. So I might actually, instead of chanting the charm, I might actually get up at some point and dance around the kitchen going, ow, ow, ow. But hopefully we'll be right, okay. So, right, so let's have a little go, shall we? Oh yes, that's it, get a little bit. And remember what we're going to do, we're just going to anoint the candle gently, all right? Gently anointing it with the aromatherapy oil. Trying to keep it out of any cuts and things on my fingers. And we're going to chant our magic spell chant. I bless this work of mine to help me find true love, to call my perfect love to me, together in joy to be. And again, I bless this work of mine to help me find true love, to call my perfect love to me, together in joy to be. And again, 3 being the magic number. I bless this work of mine to help me find true love, to call my perfect love to me, together in joy to be. And you can do that 3 times, as I say, one of the magic numbers 3 times. You do it 7. You can do it 7 times. You can do it 9 times. You can do it 11 times. Whatever you choose, whatever feels good to you, while you're gently anointing the candle with the oils, okay, the scented oils, and let your mind sort of drift and sort of dwell on that perfect love coming to you, both the person that's perfect for you and the person for whom you are perfect as well, that enjoy a life of love and joy together. Okay. Right, oh, that's nice, isn't it? It's quite restful. I'm going to pop my candle now. My candle will like to go in the candlestick holder.
I'm going to lay mine across the side.
Oh, that's it, right. Okay, I'll give you, we've got the kitchen roll here, very elegant. It's okay, I'll give you that to dry your hands off, and I've got a bit for me as well, okay. Just a little pointer, aromatherapy oils, whichever one you're going to use. We've used ylang ylang. I have also got rose oil here, jasmine and lavender. Any oil that you are going to use, just check it's safe for you to use. If you're pregnant, some aromatherapy oils are not are sort of contraindicated in pregnancy. Some medical conditions they might not be suitable for as well. So just Google is your friend. So just check before you use a particular oil that it's safe for you to do so. All right, yeah, that's important. And I think that's about all with the candle magic, to be honest. Now, what you're going to want to do, of course, with the candle, leave it to dry, all right? And then when you're ready, when you've got, you want a little bit of quiet time to yourself, when you can sit down and light your candle, put it somewhere safe, all right? Make sure it's safe. It's not going to fall over and set fire to anything. So remember those little fire sprites. And then you can light your candle, let it burn. You don't have to, and while it's burning, you just sit there quietly. You might sort of, again, chant your magic charm to yourself while you're sitting there, and just quiet. Put some gentle music on in the background and that, okay? Maybe, just sit quietly and relax. And maybe just, again, be thinking about your love coming to you, that perfect love, the person who's going to be perfect for you and for whom you are going to be perfect as well. And the wonderful time that you're going to have together, both of you. Depending on the size of the candle, I mean, with one of these little spell candles, as I say, you'll probably get about an hour's burn out of that. So you might do that all in one evening. One of these is going to take about 5 or 6 hours probably to burn down. So you'd certainly probably want to do that over a few evenings or afternoons or whenever you do it, sort of thing, okay? And each time you're doing that, each time you light your candle, just sit there quietly and be thinking about your spell. And don't expect it to be. I was going to say, don't expect it to work like magic. It's supposed to work like magic, isn't it? But that doesn't mean to say that the very next morning, Mr. or Miss Right is going to come knocking on your door. Though you never know, it might be the post person, mightn't it, or something like that. So if you've got a yen for the post person, it might be exactly what happens. But you've still got to give it chance, sort of thing. Magic works by helping you, but you've still got to do the right things yourself as well. So don't hide away at home. I know it's been difficult recently with all this all the troubles that we've had recently. We've not been able to get out as much as we might want to, have we? But still, it's still a good thing. Get out there, talk to people, see people, put yourself in the right sort of places and the right frame of mind to meet Prince or Princess Charming, and I think you'll find that things will, over the course of the next few weeks or months, that things will come right and you will have that perfect love come into your life. Okay? Right, so that's... Oh, don't forget to wash your hands afterwards as well. You've used these aromatherapy oils. You don't want to be putting them in your eyes or anybody else's eyes or eating them. So once you've finished with it, do make sure you wash your hands thoroughly as well. Okay? Right. Okay, safety first all the time. Okay, so I think that's that for that one. So we'll see you shortly for plant magic. Okay, well... we're now going to do our plant magic. What I should have said after the last one when we were doing the candle magic, just to finish up, don't forget to wash your hands properly after you've finished, because you know, the last thing you want to be doing is putting aromatherapy oil into your eyes or anything, all right? I should also have said, if you are pregnant, just double check. I'm not an aromatherapist. Just double check that the oil that you are using is safe for you to use, right? Because some oils are contraindicated in pregnancy or in certain other conditions. So just look up the oil that you're intending to use and just check it's safe for you to use. Okay, that's an important safety point there. Right. Okay, having said those things, we're now going to move on to our plant magic. Okay. And I've got here, there's a cat roaming around the room, probably going to try and jump up on the table in a minute. House full of animals here, you know, we're working with a guinea pig in the background. Dogs have just gone out in the garden. You might hear some woofing in a minute. There's a cat mooching around here, and I think he's going to try and jump on the table. But anyway, I suppose he's a witch's cat anyway, so I suppose it'll be all right. Okay, so we've got a little plant. I think it cost me £1, again at a local store that begins with T, which I can't advertise online. And I'm not sure whether they're, I think they might be hyacinths. They could be daffies, I'm not quite sure. I don't think they're... No, don't you think so? No, they're not, are they? And I don't think they're crocuses. I think they must be daffies, do you think so?
Daffodils, what they were.
Yeah, crocuses? Not crocuses,
No,
are they? No. No. Anyway, they're little plants, okay, little bulbous plants, okay, so they're going to grow and they look healthy and that as well, so that's fine. And that's what you want, it doesn't matter really otherwise, whatever it is, you know, take your pick really, you choose whatever you want. Nice pink pot again, okay, me with my pink. And then we've got a little bowl of water here as well, all right? And we've got our verse as well. Now this one we are doing, and it's for increasing the love that you have within yourself for yourself. Okie dokie. The other two we've just done. One was for just increasing the love between you and your partner that you've already got with you and already love to bits. And the other one was for drawing a partner to someone to you, the right person to you. If you hadn't got someone with you, though you weren't specifying a particular person, you were just saying the right person for you and the right person, the person that you would be right for as well. And this one is about just increasing your love within your heart for yourself, so you can generate more love and throw that love out into the world. And that's going to be better for you, it's going to be better for everybody else. And again, it's going to help you to increase the amount of love that you have for other people and they have for you as well, you know. So that's the plant magic. I've also got a slightly, I've got one of my roses here as well. As I said earlier, a rose because I like roses, and a little daffy because I saw these this morning. And
Spring's around the corner.
That's it, spring is just around the corner, exactly. So we will do a little bit with these as well. You can do it with one of those, just the same. I say this rose is getting a little bit past its best now actually, but it was bought with love. And the thing is, it will dry, and you can put a dried rose on your bookcase and it'll stay there for months and months, you know, sort of thing. So that's all right as well. Just make sure it's not got any bugs on it.
Press it in a special book.
You could press it. Yes, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I won't go into that. I think I tried that once with some fly. You have to put them between a bit of some tracing paper or something like that, don't you? Then you press them, and it came out quite nicely if I remember right. I don't know what happened to them at the finish. Howsoever. But that wasn't a magic, that was just for flower pressing. Right, so now we've got our little verse, we've got our bowl of water, we've got our little plants, okay. And once again, I'm going to pass these across to my assistant, okay. So there we go, and a bowl of water. And once again, we need to recite. All we're going to do is dip our fingers in the bowl. Oh yes, you can hear the dogs. Dip our fingers in the bowl. We've got 3 border collies out in the garden. Beautiful they are, but noisy sometimes. Dip our fingers in the bowl, and as we're reciting our little verse, again, we'll do 3 times. We just sprinkle the plants with the water, and it's nourishing them and helping them to actually take on board our own feelings. And we're also showing our love for the plants, and that will help them to sort of generate the love, help us to generate the love within our hearts for ourselves, okay? So, whenever you're ready. So now verse is, my heart is filled with love, and love is all around. and every day is filled with joy, for all the love I've found. My heart is filled with love, and love is all around, and every day is filled with joy, for all the love I've found. My heart is filled with love, and love is all around, and every day is filled with joy, for all the love I've found. And of course, as I said earlier, you can do that 3 times, 7 times, 9 times, even 11 times, reciting and sprinkling. Those are all the special magic numbers. And as you're doing that, be thinking about what you're trying to do. I don't know how you would feel while I'm doing that. I'm not quite sure how my friend feels, but I know apart from the dog's barking in the background, which is a little bit annoying, but you have to go with things, don't you? You can't just let things interrupt. I feel myself sort of loving those little plants there, sort of thing. And every time, put those on your windowsill or somewhere like that in a nice place, an appropriate place, so it's sunny as it gets in February, and warm enough for them. And every time you see them, you'll be thinking about the magic that you've done with them, and the love, loving those plants and feeling the love coming back to you as well, feeling it kindling within your own heart and building within your own heart as well. And you can sit there quietly at some time, perhaps in the evening, just looking at them and loving them and feeling that love again coming back to you and kindling within your own heart and increasing the amount of it within your own life for yourself and of course for other people too. Okay? Right, and I think that's all we need to do on that one now. Don't forget, while this particular plant magic has been to increase love within your heart, you could also do it with a verse to draw special love to you. If you're not with anybody at the moment, you could also use it in order to increase the amount of love between yourself and a partner that you are with, the same way that all the other magics that we've done can be used for any one of those 3 particular things. Okay? Right, and thank you. All right, we're going to go now and have a nice cup of tea. I think we're about finished off our Baileys, and most of it anyway. I've eaten all the chocolate. And so we'll see you another time. And it's been really, really nice doing this with you. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you find that it is beneficial for you in your life and in the days to come. The days, the weeks, the months, and the years to come. Okay? This is Lucy Bluewolf and friend signing off. And dogs in the garden still. Okay, so bye-bye. Have a lovely Valentine's Day when it comes around. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.